Well, this video is where I finally happened to catch a C-130J um, tra trail maker, chemtrail maker, I should say. I heard this pretty loud plane overhead, which I knew was a military plane, and I went and looked at my ADSB app that shows a lot of air traffic. Now, this guy happened to be flying pretty low and making chemtrails, I guess, because there was so much ugly gray fogness out there already that they figured that people aren't going to be really seeing him doing it, looking up there to see more grays. But anyhow, after I caught him coming back over my head, flying south west, I actually, when you click on it, it shows you trail. It looks like he went all the way up from where he started, which is way down south somewhere, all the way up to, is this Vermont maybe? Burlington? Lake Champlain? Um, he came up on, I think, the trail on the left here, and then made a circle, and started coming back down here. We're going to follow this trail. This was his return trail. You can see the going north trail that he had there. It shows the whole loop. That's a neat part of this program. So apparently they're making weather clouds in a controlled fashion. Let's see this is where he crossed over his, where is that there? I-88, I guess we crossed over. Not sure if we're coming back into Pennsylvania soon or not. Carbondale, yep, okay, here we are, we're in Pennsylvania. Scranton, now getting back down to Wilkes-Barre, and again, this is the north going trail that he did earlier today, I guess. Went all the way up to there to Vermont, or New England, somewhere up there in New England. Here he's coming down to Hazleton, and if you see right, see, that's St. Clair, so here's Hamburg, so here's where we are. Right here is where Harrisburg would be. And that's when I heard him, like he was about here. I went outside and looked, and sure enough, I'll show you the picture of the chemtrail. Up here he made a, he's probably going back to Indiantown Gap. Probably. So he took off from Indiantown Gap and somehow made a nice long trail. Oh, there's his takeoff gap, or takeoff. That was earlier today, and that, ooh, crap. There you go. Just have to touch it, and then it shows the trail. So that was where he departed. I wonder if it shows you, if you click on that, if it shows what time he departed or something. But I'm trying to think if that is Indiantown Gap there. No, that's the Harrisburg International Airport. So you can actually see that big long loop that he took off here today earlier. Probably to make a specific set of clouds somewhere to burst open to make our ugly rain-filled day, gray skies here, gray sky days. And there again, that's where he turned around up north and started heading back down south again. Finally was able to catch one, because if they go, usually they fly above this range here, which is, what is that there, 40,000, and somewhere up above 50,000 they are not in regular airspace anymore, within the air traffic control space anymore. But there you go, he's probably landed already. Let me see. No, he's coming down 500 feet, 475 feet. He's only doing 115 knots. He was going clipping along pretty good at about what was it, 250 or 350 knots. I guess they're turboprops. You can see what kind of plane it is there. And that is paid for by your tax dollars and flying under the auspices of the Paris Agreement. So just to give people a little bit of better explanation of what's going on, what kind of planes they're using. Only they have on the planes that he's using, he probably has nozzles that stick out the backside to spray who knows what kind of stuff, charcoal black, or what do they call it, carbon black or charcoal black, aluminum, barium, anything that reacts with the microwaves that they hit the clouds with, to be able to superheat them or steer them around or anything like that. So there you go, folks. That's your illustrious chemtrail makers. And from what I heard, they have no clue what they're doing. They're just told to fly. They're told to get on a plane, fly a certain pattern, and hit the button and spray the stuff or whatever. They don't know what they're spraying or whatever. So, yep, that's what happens with the Paris Agreement. That's why the England and all those NATO the prime leaders of is England, the royal palace, are, you know, trying to take over, control the whole world, along with the other rich families around the world. But that's why the first day, it was the first couple hours after Biden was elected. It was crazy to hear the Prime Minister of England, Boris, whatever his name is. He says, "Oh yeah, I'm like." The first thing he said was, "Oh yeah, I'm thrilled to have President Biden. Maybe now he'll put the United States back into the Paris Agreement again." I was like, "What?" Like the first thing he said before the first 5 minutes of his interview was up, that was the first statement he had. And sure enough, President Biden did put the United States back into the Paris Agreement. Trump took us out. We were in under the Obama administration. Trump took us out, and then Joe Biden put us back in. Within the first two, I think it was the second week he was in office, he put us back into the Paris Agreement. They say it's to so-called control the climate change or whatever. They're actually making climate change, making it worse for everybody. Why they're doing it? They're holding heat in at nighttime by making the clouds. They're not letting the heat escape from the earth. So there you have it, folks. Actually caught a chemtrail maker in action.